Hey everybody, I'm Matt McMurray from Campus Automotive in Blacksburg, Virginia and Campus Ford in Waynesboro, Virginia. And today I have the new Michelin Defender LTX M. So we're going to jump right in and do the deep dive on the tread. So the first thing you notice that the Defender LTX M looks just like the Defender LTX before it, the LTX M before it, and the original Michelin LTX. The tread design is very, very similar. However, they've updated it with each iteration of the new tire. This is a brand new tire. So they address some of the concerns and issues, including the tread wear, with a slightly different compound. They've changed kind of the shape of the blocks a little bit. They've done a few things here to make it last a little longer because there were some complaints about that. But it's always been a super reliable tire that lasts a really long time. So if you look at these tread blocks, all these tread blocks are connected, whether you realize it or not. You see these tread blocks have connectors in between each block. But it is a highway all-season tire, so it's designed to be quiet, smooth, and safe in winter and wet conditions. And so this is no exception here. You can see that each tread block has these interlocking sipes in it. This tire has tons of siping. And even though it's not 3-peak snowflake rated, I would put this tire up against a lot of 3-peak snowflake rated tires, especially when you're stopping and turning. See, the 3-peak snowflake rated on a tire is really only tested for acceleration and not for stopping and turning. I would bet that this tire outperforms a lot of those other tires that are 3-peak snowflake rated just because of these sipes. And you can see how squishy these sipes are. And this compound is soft, so you're gonna get good traction and light snow and good traction, especially in the rain, heavy rains and then downpours. The compound is designed to dissipate water and to stay soft even in cold weather conditions. There's a lot of great things about these tires, but these sipes are so squishy I can push them together with my fingers, but yet they don't squish side to side, and that's because of these interlocking sipes right here. So it is squishy this way, but not this way because of this interlocking. And they are full depth sipes. So many tires cheat and only have the sipes about halfway down and then the sipes stop. But on Michelin's, they're full depth and they interlock at full depth. And so even though this tread block is squishy with all these sipes, this connector between the two blocks holds everything together and keeps everything stable at high speeds and on dry roads and on highways and especially on curvy roads with their handling of your truck. A lot of people have these tires on newer half-ton pickup trucks, big SUVs like Yukon, big SUVs like Tahoe, Expedition, so F-150s, anything that you need a good, smooth, quiet highway terrain tire. They orient these tread blocks in a way to reduce the noise. They used to be more straight on some of the older designs, which is pretty cool. So that's what they've improved, just about everything on the tire. And on these outer tread blocks, you'll see that there's these little scallops right here, and that's going to give you a little more traction in a little bit deeper snow. Again, these outer tread blocks, they have sipes in them too, but they're connected. So it's going to handle good, especially on curvy roads. So you can see in between the ribs, there's wide grooves to evacuate water. That's just for those heavy downpours, especially on the highway when you're moving at highway speeds and you run into a puddle. This is going to help evacuate the water so you don't have a hydroplaning condition. So the size of this tire is 275/55 R20 extra load. This is what's going to go on most of your Tahoes, Expeditions, F-150s, Chevrolet and GMC 1500s, and some Ram 1500s. You can see on the sidewall, not much here, just supposed to be stylish, clean and plain. Remember that Michelin tires have compounds in them to keep them looking black all the time. The big difference between the regular LTX and this Defender is this design across through here. On these tread blocks, they look a little bit different. And you can see that these little ribs here, probably made to dissipate heat, because Michelin doesn't put anything on the tire that's not needed. There's nothing on here that's just for decoration. Every single piece of this tire has been engineered for some purpose, which is unlike a lot of other offshore companies. See the little Michelin man right here? See the little Michelin man right here? Now we also see these tread blocks kind of alternate. They're connected. And they have little sound deadening ribs here. So this is going to give you a little, if you air down this tire in the sand, you'll get a little more traction out of this sidewall than you normally would on a normal all-season tire. So that's kind of a good feature about it too. All these things on this tire are built for a purpose. You see right here, you can see here the tread wear rating is 820. This tire has a 70,000 mile tread life warranty on H&T speed rated tires, and on S rated tires it's only 50,000, but it's designed to last a really long time. You can see there's no rim protector here, just very basic, very plain. It's lightweight, it's quiet. You can see that the sidewall is softer on these. Again, there's a purpose for that, to make them smooth and quiet, and they just don't have to have the same duty load as a LT tire. So you can see that the inside of this tire is very smooth. Not sure what the purpose is for it, unless it's just mold release or something involved in the manufacturing of the tire, but I always see Michelin like this, very smooth on the inside. So at first glance, this Michelin just looks like a basic tire, but I'll tell you that there's a lot of technology in this tire. There's nothing on this tire that doesn't have a purpose. It's unlike most other tires that are made. There's an engineering purpose for most everything on this tire, to and including these little notches right here, these little chamfers, that reduces the wear of this block as a whole. These little bridges that go in between the blocks are alternating from here to here, here to here. See, they build a bridge between all these blocks, right? And this gives you stability. You can see the alternating position of these outer blocks right here. That's going to give you traction in light snow. There's so many things in this tire, little nuances in this tire that make it better. Even the shape of the tread blocks alternate. You see how you have a small one, a little bit bigger one, a bigger one, a bigger one, a bigger one, a smaller one. So they alternate the size and shape a little bit of these tread blocks, and that reduces the noise, and you don't have that harmonic hum going down the highway. So there's everything in this tire is engineered for a purpose, and that's what's great about Michelin. And this tire is made in Canada.